Good roll. Alright, maybe I'll take one more day off, and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. Take it easy.
Let's go bask in the sun a bit. If you aren't coming, I'll just go by myself. Last chance. Are you coming or not?
To oblige.
No, my sword! Rain outlines your fate. Let me...
Following orders.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Let's go, let's go. Fuse is lit.
That's close enough.
quietly now.
Add Thank you for Add Astro.
Take it easy.
Now for a little... Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirror...
Please, sign here.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Huh?
What's happening? I'm fine.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Take it easy.
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two.
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't...
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be...
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, by the way, do you know what Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes.
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving? That's right! Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that... Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go.
You're not going to see...
I knew you'd ask.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do
After being down here for so long,
Yeah, don't worry.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirabine is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. We should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia.
you're going to see Monsieur Nervillette?
I'm sure just you're right.
I got a new letter from...
Wait, did I hear that right? Monsieur Nervillette, are you sure you'd like to...
That's right.
No, but why?
Neverland, Sedine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
Traveler in Paimon, please help. No, this is completely unprecedented.
Thank you for your concern, but Oh, apology.
So, what is it?
A Melusine named
And then...
That is all the information.
I have no idea why you're so... I've checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So...
Thank you for understanding. I will leave a note explaining my absence on my desk. I would appreciate it if you could take it to... She may have no interest in official affairs, but standard procedure dictates that I'm...
Yes, understood. I'll come back later and...
Judging from Sedine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate...
I cannot tell you just yet, but there could be complicated conflicts of...
Come on!
It is not my intention. Long story short, a little more than 4, there were few people I could trust. But I had 2 subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the...
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you!
Indeed. Unfortunately, the reforms damaged the interests of some. The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life. All Melusines used to live a secluded... I granted their wishes when many common folk believe that I share some of them. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment... It has already happened once.
Even so, why do you have to be the one investigating? There's the guards, the Maréchaussée Phantom, and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Aren't they more than...
Based on prior experience, the political system of Fontaine is relatively complex and involves the interests of multiple different factions. However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine, a lot...
Outside? But aren't you the chief...
I understand where you're... You know very well about my truth. Even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference. Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, The status I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call my...
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. So how about we come with you in your investigation? Let's team up and round up all the...
I will write my note of... Let us go. We should visit Kiara.
So Neuvillette feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but is that really true? Paimon feels like he has... Paimon's been thinking. You called yourself a fish out of water, right? But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more accurate term in private occasions. Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Ugh.
I never thought I'd see him here.
The weather's amazing today.
Kiara.
Monsieur Neuvillette! And... Oh, I remember! You're the Traveler and Paimon! I've heard about you. Aww, she's adorable! Thanks for the compliment.
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter? The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek. But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger.
Have you run into any
Suspicious-looking people? Ah! Did you think of... Nope.
Do you still have the letter with you? I want you to show me what it says.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you. A simple threat. Neither the handwriting... We can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, Kiara, you should come with us. It's safer if you stay close by.
Sure! Wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be...
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe. With us around, anyone scheming to hurt Kiara can forget about it! Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon. Oh.
All right. Let us go our separate ways.
We'll take her to a lost place. So, Kiara, how old are you? Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago. Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. Why would Paimon be a big sister to you? My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis. Huh. Paimon sees. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that? Strange. Paimon felt like someone was following us. Alof!
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two...
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis...
I thought so. What brings you here? All right. Guess I shouldn't have had...
May I be begin inspecting the store?
Of course.
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all. That was quick. What were you inspecting? I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't. Things like bloodstains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up, we Melazines can see their residual stains for some time. Pretty cool, huh?
All right. Now that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat? Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month, and wanted to hire—
Of course!
Please wait a moment while I take your measure.
Seems like they get along really well, huh? What are you looking at? Is there really someone watching us? Shh! Let's sneak over and take a look.
Strange. Why isn't he back here?
Gotcha! Ah! Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. But you don't seem like the type to...
Threat letter? What threat letter? This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned.
You want to interview him?
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every journalist, but it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and so imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something. Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
I see. Well, if you say so, I guess I'll put this matter aside for now. What a shame. Chances like this don't come by very often. In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about?
All right, then.
What? Someone's targeting a—
Shh, not so loud.
It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact. I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others—
Why?
People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvillette's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Anyway, I'll get going now.
Well, that was a nice chat. Let's head back and check on Kiara.
What do you think? The design looks—
I think it's great!
Huh.
Haran! What are you doing here? It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere.
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer I happened to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boutique, in any case.
Ah, Neuvillette sure is...
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hand.
Take it easy.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Cloran. She offered to help us
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
We thought so too. Well,
I've been looking over the case records. I've come up with 2 plans. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests.
they both sound like pretty solid plans. But can you really finish browsing through all...
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents. Thank you. Have you made any progress?
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't... Oh, there's so many documents left.
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases.
Whoa, that's a lot.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are to me. There are many documents here. Take a break if you're...
You read Pine...
All right. Let us take a break then.
Even though resting is a part of taking up... All the silence is making...
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Mermonia for matters outside of work. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps?
Ooh, drinks! Thank you! Paimon wonders what Novelette likes to drink. He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like deep... What's inside these glasses? It looks just like... What?
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
So it's just plain old...
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all...
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call... I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake. Liyue Beer is one of their latest products. Water from Sumeru's Upon. If I were to comment on their mouthfeel... the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. Distinct differences exist.
Really? Let Paimon try!
What do you think?
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all.
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell. Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon? We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become chief? Sorry. Paimon was was just curious.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my... I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have...
Questions? Are there really things you keep?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me... In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor I lost many memories from the moment up. Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Teyvat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an
True. Some of them have very... unique...
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily rest... My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between...
Have you made any progress there?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, that's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents?
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents.
Water? Do you mean...
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold... Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element.
Huh. Why didn't Paimon...
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people...
Monsieur Neuvillette? I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's...
What should we do next? Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you... Oh, it's glowing! Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette. The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also...
But a meaningful life also.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose for almost 20 years. We've stayed in our village without finding...
I understand your confusion. And I too came here for an answer to my...
Really? Could you tell us what we should... The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head.
Logically speaking, Both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. Different identities, and there aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this.
Oh, I see. I'm confident that we'll...
I believe in you.
Huh? Is he the person...
Yes?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunity.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh. Hello, I'm Carol, a Melazine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Nervilet...
Exactly! That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well.
Go away! Quit act-
I'm not leaving. I won't let you... We joined the Mare Chaussee Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases.
Solving cases? So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melas...
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Chaussee Phantom, there have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand.
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity. There are countless negative
Monsieur Nervilet said that I still want to try a little harder. Okay, I won't be taking any...
Give them to me.
You're not gonna...
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Monsieur Nervilet.
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one...
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have... It won't be long before Melazines begin living peacefully with the humans.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of...
You blockhead! Don't...
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small... Please be on your guard.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Medal of Peace?
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Nervilet, even with all our powers combined.
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take their rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he... So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melazines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Nervilet will be...
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's...
Turn the murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Nervalette, too!
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Nervalette confess. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll...
And she called me a A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth?
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named... She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold...
Looks like she was unfazed.
Yes. In fact, some of her I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on...
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Nervalette...
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. I will take responsibility for everything.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special... Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol, and settled the score with the group that framed his friend.
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out.
Bail him out?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Nervillette's most trusted subordinates. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Nervillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Nervillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please, think about it. If the same thing had happened to you...
Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol.
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent!
He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined. Therefore...
What?
That can't be! Monsieur Nervillette, please give this up.
Vautrin.
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? Is this what justice...
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the oratrice will now according to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
Goodbye, monsieur.
This all happened because of Carol's naive...
How can difference...
Hey, stop! What's wrong? Are you not feeling...
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of... I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but... It seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over. Due to my negligence,
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is... Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine.
It is as you said. This might be... It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine.
That sounds...
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupy... Which ones? It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this.
Paimon don't leave Paimon out of the conversation.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating, I did not sense too much hatred towards me. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there was... However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara.
Oh! Didn't we read about that?
You've read about it? In that case, the resentment should have come from that...
Huh? What are you doing here? I was...
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there something we...
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely at... Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that... So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately.
Thank you. Where did you hear about all...
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, you talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word...
So that's what Charlotte...
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread...
You know, it could be because... Anyway, any progress with...
The suspects who threatened Kiara... We are planning to return to the...
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Neverlet, do you...
I have already considered that possibility, and I do... What is more important is how the... I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
Strange. What are these... Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice...
What? That's it!
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we...
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time.
We were informed that.
Nope. We just finished our shifts and
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new item?
This isn't a good time to be out.
Come on. Don't act tough. I bet...
All right.
You shouldn't ever skip meals.
I heard even Nervilette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Nervi...
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something...
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you cow!
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh! Look! Isn't that Nervilette?
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly...
So...
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover... The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. This is the one. The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inika, Yuna, and others. Those with close connections, among them, surveillance...
So many names.
Yes, it seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Monsieur Neverland, someone claiming to be from the Spina Durasula just checked in with us. He said, and I...
Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I, too, am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
Take it easy.
Hey, Navia, we're here! Whoa. Check out all these people!
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Maréchaussée Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Invite them over?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup like...
Something feels off. But, oh well. Let's get back to business. Is there anyone called Essan here?
Yes, that's me.
You're Essa?
Yes, monsieur, Nervilette.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
I did, but I was just following orders.
Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico? Where is he now?
The fortress of Merop.
Well, I'm afraid even the speed... Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourself.
You've done more than enough.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find if he really is the one setting up the conspiracy.
All right, then. Let's head to the fortress right now.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two.
Excuse me, would you...
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got...
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the fortress of Meripede. And it appears that you've managed to complete...
That's right! And we came here to...
A massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial... A whale of that size and shape cannot...
Immersed in primordial seawater?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first... Yes? What is it?
Ah, right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he...
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time, and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson...
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Navia should be around here, right? We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
Look! There's someone on the roof!
Just stay put! We're coming up! Watch your balance!
All right! I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? My Desiree!
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Navia, she's over there! Hey, Navia! Are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could!
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg.
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell—
Understood.
All right. I'm sorry. Where were we? Right. A little earlier, we suddenly heard the rushing water seemed a little— Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water, those who realized what was happening, started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from— The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but the water that flooded— No one knows if this could happen again.
How awful. And
it was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And out she goes!
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain red, Traveler. Paimon?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
It's raining again? This isn't good. If the rain washes away the traces, it's gonna set us back a long way. Only innocent children and timid adults are scared of thunder. But you're not either of those, are you? Take it easy.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation...
Right. That's how things are now.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver... They won't ever come back here again.
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan. They were helping and... I've known them for so... I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just...
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass...
I can understand. Besides...
See? It's not just me.
How could Master ever be... Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not?
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey! Stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us...
Personally?
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right, but I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And
What do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't...
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, Melus and Silver have... I'm so...
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia.
Thank you. Right now, by the way, you can have a look at this.
Obena... Khan... Burnett... So... everyone...
It's okay. The overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't... Melus and Silver were...
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. That doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the profit. Lending your organization a hand was a natural...
Without your help, there would have been many...
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Melus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Melus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding word.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the Indeed.
Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been Linny told me that outside of... which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family...
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to...
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss...
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins?
Well, I'm sad, yes. But there's no point in being depressed while we... Besides, I'm also doing...
Since you put it that way, I have no object... All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on!
Take it easy.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about?
They seem to...
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
Take it easy.
Here comes the fireworks!
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
Watch it! The floor here isn't safe! This place has also been contaminated.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous and it won't be don't get by my wrong. We're not...
No, you're right. That complicates things.
In that case, do you want to...
The water levels here are unstable. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit.
All right. Come with us for now. Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
Time to act. Body and mind. Time to act.
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge! Run for it!
Demoiselle.
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing...
Maybe she just wants some time to...
Oh.
Yes, it's...
That's quite possible.
Oh, right. It must have slipped my mind when I... This is a familiar feeling.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no, I was just trying to recall why we came...
Do you remember...
We were headed to see how things...
right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see.
How have you...
I've been great. Thanks to your help, they were knocking at my door.
Sometimes.
Oh, yes, Miss Navia. These are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what we would have done with...
Did you cultivate...
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for...
Very well.
Wait. Something seems to be off. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, you're...
That's right.
No, it's nothing. I've heard... And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time.
Huh? We do? Like what?
Well, now...
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to...
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the opera?
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now.
Oh? Oh...
Look, it's Navia! She's here!
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly... Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so many people? And as for the judge... huh?
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But...
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on, do they have...
Enough with the whispering! Could some...
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rasula. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Cal. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in...
Wait a moment.
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. We are one big family, all of... Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay...
Huh?
Ah, well, if...
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now.
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you owe...
She was born a free and independent spirit.
Her actions cannot serve as... Please do not mistake her.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro. Even if Miss Navia only... Everything is measured here. Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. And that is how...
My head... It hurts.
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot? Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss Navia.
Silence!
That's...
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot const. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day.
Our thanks, Miss.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place.
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
Malus. Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive.
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a...
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I... I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second. Were it not for their intervention, I...
Wait! Did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep
Please come with me.
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right.
Why do you look so stiff? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who...
I merely thought that we...
Huh?
Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days.
No way! Don't worry. She's doing fine down...
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried...
Oh, and the Duke also says...
Thank you. I have indeed...
He still doesn't... So, Neuvillette... This is a...
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity. Amid my astonishment, I read...
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents.
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Oh, right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Nada Kundala.
Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step. Watch out! There are rocks falling over here!
Witness the power. Game's up. Fun's over. Take it easy. Yeah.
Means we're almost at the top. Keep it up!
Take it easy.
Yeah, yeah. You get.
Look at you!
Rain cutter. Things are about to get dicey.
Time for a light show! Push him down! Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates? It seems like...
Perhaps we should just leave them be.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in...
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed.
It feels like someone...
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a...
And is that Lady Farina in the 3rd image?
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite...
The 4th image. I know this one.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right?
I really hope it doesn't mean...
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the 4th, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the 3rd, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the 3rd image. That means that the...
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here, the previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessed...
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, also, I'm still wondering why these ancient...
But who would have created...
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose...
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat!
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre, and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slate. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my...
Are you really gonna talk to...
She has long been hard.
Alright.
I will be careful.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the... Alright.
We're finally back!
Welcome back.
Yay! And there's good... Ooh, desserts! Nice, these are... Paimon's already starting to forget what happened.
Oh, that voice. Is that who I...
Huh?
It's you two. What are you...
Mona?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because well, I used to have my own. There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one. Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice as great Scholar of the Stars. Just take...
Thrice as great?
I know, right?
Talk about it.
Megistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dornman Port, and I traveled with the old hag.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona?
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist. And that this prophecy I'm afraid that, but on the flip side...
A visionary?
Of course. The old hag could do it.
Huh? Thanks, Mona. You're...
Oh, well...
That's the greatest of astrology!
Indeed,
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks. Right, but we were able to recruit... Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, Traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack it up and get going.
You're here!
Is
Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina, they seem to have gotten into...
Like I said, I've already explained everything!
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You are... Look at this. This is a list of the victims.
You mean...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster. And I will say this once more. You must... Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that. But you found them in some...
That's correct. Which is why... The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if
I don't!
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon? My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just don't have anything to tell you.
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the... This is not strange in its... You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very inconsistent.
Well, since you know about my... There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my Just trust in me. You're Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again. Oh, the opera's about to start. Toodles!
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her.
I assume you've been outside for...
Oh! You noticed! See?
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing to engage? Everyone in her... We may have to create...
Oh?
Normally, people will only reveal the...
But...
We will need to consider this thoroughly. If at all possible. This may be cruel to her, but all But who will...
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster.
And here you are drinking tea like...
That's what family should...
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me?
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. Wonderful, the spotlight at last.
That was a little long-winded, don't you think?
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the as for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a...
Oh, how intriguing.
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand, and used on the spot. So...
Huh?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right?
This is a good chance to practice.
I see. And what does my boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for Lynette, oh, right. You were sick that day, weren't you?
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before. Does that count?
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once, though that was their name, they did not. Today, Fontaine's monster, a trap, comprises of so.
For me, our line of work
You use some of those techniques while moving the...
Yes, and...
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit.
Calm and steady.
And I can be there.
With discretion, I...
I remember that you
I did.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have any related...
That makes sense. But I do have one more. If we were to create a trap... If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be...
Wait.
Only a hunter who's a true...
We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters.
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them... But we shall require much more courage.
Oh, so that's what's going...
It's been a tough few days. Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon thinks... it's hard to say. After all, you're the most reliable did you just pour some... Then what's that? Paimon's never seen that...
Don't be frightened.
Who's that voice?
Aw, have you...
Wait. You are familiar. You're the...
The voice from the sky, You're feeling lost now. Just as you were... Consider me a pet. The prophecy.
What?
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Just as prophecies are the things that...
What is she talking about? It all sounds really impressive and important and stuff, but...
I believe that you understand, right? Ultimately.
The voice. Alright. Hey, it's you who's getting lazy, okay?
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively banter.
Mona!
Fine, just fine. I went to take part in that Steambird panel. Not all Fontainians are pessimists.
Did she?
Why, yes. I'm in full support.
That's right!
Yes. About what we... Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
She said that even the gods gave...
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned, but I've never met her. And if she were still alive, she'd be... well...
Whoa. The Hexen Circle sounds like a scary group. But
their abilities alone are...
Well, it's not like Paimon...
Yes, she was quite... Perhaps it is something... Traveler?
Oh, we're fine.
I see. I guess you could consider me someone who has often... But even so, perhaps that's what En was trying to tell you. Not to lose heart. I did originally think of steering...
Huh. You do have a point.
There I go, talking about astrological It was worth trying to comfort you. I suppose that might...
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. Hey, Traveler. Paimon suddenly Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk at. Huh? Let Paimon see! The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its... My recent attempts to... Thus, did an outland... So while the fortress is in... Journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop yet. The Traveler's Trail, World Walker. Huh. Charlotte took so many awesome photos of us and we never... She hasn't been able to get a hold of anything at... Ugh, seriously? Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 16! It was so delicious the last time we tried it!
One slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after all! Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too? It seems Monsieur Nervalet...
Wait, did he really...
That's right. Even he has his own preferences when it comes to food.
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work. I shall have...
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon, and you wouldn't get to...
But why would it close?
Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but... maybe...
Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to that. No. It's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you can do so today...
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake to go? These 2 slices are for you. Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're making is what...
Oh, you know Sijuin?
I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to... She said that humans are creatures that are saddened easily. Yes, and I've got something else to do, so I'll be going now. You do...
And there she goes. All right, let's dig in. Paimon's sure this cake will be delicious. It's more delicious than last time. And the flavor sure would be nice if we could always eat
Art is the key ingredient in fine dining. Forget about me. This is about...
Oh! We're near the Seabird office! Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon!
Ha! You've got some nerve!
Oh, you needn't. It's all right, though.
Really?
You're all...
Oh, Paimon...
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden? Were you looking for me?
When Mona mentioned you, we thought of coming to see you at work.
I see. It seems you've already... So she mentioned me? What did she say?
She said that you're a real...
Nice. In which case, Can this daredevil journalist dare to request an exclusive interview with...
Huh? So your article in the paper today doesn't count?
Oh, of course it doesn't! That was more like live photography.
Yeah, are we?
Why not?
Oh, in that case...
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the editor-in-chief immediately. I'll have to apply for lighting, a venue, some prop. Whew, so much to get done now. Talk to you later.
Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
If, just for example, Fontaine were to be flooded...
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it. If you're serious, from what I've seen, most people... So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. Just think about it. If this nation really were to be suddenly and then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the various nations as soon as possible. I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic. But I do love my job. And I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. I guess you could say that I was born to be a journalist. But anyway, that's my...
That's so nice. All of a sudden, Paimon actually kinda envied. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we? The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty Paimon's been thinking. If it wasn't Fontaine... No, Paimon should ask... We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of... You mean, still traveling? Huh. Wait! Feels like it'll grow more. But it's still better than the Fortress of Mirapede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salt.
Ah, so the two of you are still here. Wonderful.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Isadora. Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Actually, I'm here to pass along... Yes, inside the Opera House. The Maréchaussée Phantom has declared...
A riot?
Well, that said, Lady Farina was watching a performance, loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy crisis. And before she could respond, others started to join in. The crowd continued to grow.
So people have started to put the blame on...
I agree.
So what happened after that is for...
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control and that further argument was... The Maréchaussée Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Farina had gone.
So, you mean she's still missing?
That's right. The Maréchaussée has... That said, I don't think there's much good. Monsieur Neuvillette sent me to tell you about the situation, but he didn't...
Don't worry. This is more than enough to go on. Thanks for keeping...
Ah, is that so? Well, all right then. In that case, you two take care.
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. If we know Farina, and as we all... When Neuvillette was talking to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard about Poisson, she couldn't hide her sadness. It would be hard for her to ignore being accused by the public today. Paimon thinks Farina's probably taken the opportunity to slip away to Poisson and try to relieve the sense of guilt that she's feeling. Huh. Well, what do you think? In that case, there's not a moment to lose.